All right, folks. So, little Mayor Adams wants to roll out gun detecting body scanners in the New York subway. I don't know how many he's going to need. That's a lot of subway. We'll see how long that's going to take. But this is not going to work. It's just not going to work. Apparently they retrieved over 400 guns as opposed to over 200, I guess, the prior year. But of course, those are illegal guns. But the law-abiding citizens, they're not allowed to really carry guns anywhere in New York. That's why I don't live there. That's why I don't go there. Who wants to go to New York? It's crazy. An apartment is like $8 million a month. You can't protect yourself. Illegals running around everywhere. A slice of pizza probably costs like, $1,100 by now. And, police officers getting killed. Trump was just at a funeral in Long Island with a police officer, a 4 police officer that just was killed. Crappy Hochul tried to go and got shut down. So she turned around and ran away. But she's not allowed to come into the funerals. Neither is Letitia James or woke Mayor Adams. But they want to put these detectors up in the subways. Yeah, I ain't making it up. These people are crazy, man. Their ideas never work, but for some reason they keep spending lots of money on it.
Mayor Adams wants to roll out gun-detecting body scanners.
All right, a pilot program will debut in some stations where the NYPD will be able to see if they work to deter crime.
Fox Eye's Morgan McKay has the details from Lower Manhattan.
Do you hear that beep?
His phone is on the left, the gun is on the right. That box there is showing you where the gun is.
And that's the intent of these new body scanners that the Adams administration wants to install at subway stations across New York City by the end of June. Now watch as someone walks through carrying metal objects but no weapon.
And Scott's going to make his train.
According to the NYPD, so far this year, they have seized 450 weapons in the transit system, compared to just 261 weapons that were seized during the same time period last year. On Thursday, the city submitted an impact report for this type of weapon detection system, which basically kicks off a 90-day waiting period before these scanners can be used in a pilot program. How it would work: if the scanner beeps showing a weapon in a left pocket, for example, the NYPD will only be allowed to search that one pocket. These scanners will also be portable, so they can be moved to different locations that are seeing an uptick in crime. And when it comes to funding this program,
We could reach out and get Homeland Security money from the federal government. We believe that we could get some local businesses who would just sponsor the devices in their train stations.
the Adams administration says they want many different companies to apply to be part of this pilot program. But the Legal Aid Society says false positives can have severe consequences.
Law enforcement, the NYPD in this case, treats the person as being armed and dangerous, and a situation arises and the person gets killed.
Now, Adams says the city is also hiring additional mental health clinicians to provide care for those struggling with mental illness in the subway system. Reporting from Lower Manhattan, I'm Morgan McKay, Fox 5 News.
New York has a gun problem because they think that guns are the problem. When you let law-abiding citizens and encourage them to carry firearms, you don't have people pushing people in front of trains. Okay? If there's anywhere on the planet Earth that you need to carry a gun, it's in New York. Okay? But pretty soon it's going to be nothing but zombie people walking around in New York. So, it seems like to me New York has a problem with heavily medicated individuals, homeless people, and illegal immigrants. Okay? So why don't they listen to some of the red states that allow their law-abiding citizens, make it easier for law-abiding citizens to carry firearms? Why don't they take some of their advice? Why don't they look at the numbers on crime? Okay? You got men walking around literally punching women in the face in New York because they're white. Like I said, pushing people in front of trains. It's a common thing. It's a mess in New York, bro. I don't even know why there's so many people that live there. It's so expensive, too. The most liberal, horrible places on earth to live are the most expensive places to live. Won't let you protect yourself either. Got all the crime going on. Everything that they try never works. They try everything except addressing the actual issue, which is allowing law-abiding citizens to easily carry firearms. Now, at this point, New York will probably, they definitely need permits, because you got a lot of crazy people out there already, that they let it get out of hand. Well, I live in West Virginia. Look, you already know. Okay? Everybody and their grandmother got a gun. So people don't do stuff like that. Punching ladies in the face. That's unheard of. Like, where they do that at? New York. If I ever had to drive to New York, I'm taking my gun. Okay? I don't care what they say. I'll fight them in court. Had to shoot somebody? Oh, well. I'm not condoning any violence. I'm not saying that I'm a shooter. I'm just saying, man. That's getting pretty crazy there, don't you think? At what point do you try something else? How crazy does it have to get? We just talked about the folks that murdered that couple and chopped them up and got let back out on the streets. They're letting criminals back out on the streets. But it's very hard to get a firearm for a law-abiding citizen. It just goes to show me that they don't trust the people there in New York to protect themselves, which is not a good place to live. I would never go there. I would never take my kids there. Look at the way they're treating Trump in his business. Who wants to be in New York? You got to be crazy to live there. Same as Baltimore, same as Chicago. They said they want to turn it around, but we'll see what happens. But that's the latest on New York. I mean, surveillance. I don't know what metal detectors, they don't work. Okay, yeah, you might get a couple of guns, but what are you going to do about the people walking around punching people in the face? Why do they feel like they can do that? Why do people feel like they can push people in front of trains and get away with it? Why would somebody do that? Even if you're sick on some kind of crazy medication, why would you feel like you're crazy? It's because they let the criminals out of jail. Soft on crime policies. That's how they roll in the Democrat cities. You already know. I hope the people are tired of it. Like, share, and subscribe, guys. Until the next time, thank you.